Hi, it's Monday, my turn to take you all once again. As per usual, I have 5 questions for you this week. Moving on to number 1. Something your friend thought was funny, but you did not. It's going back 20 some years ago, 21, 22 years ago. Me and my friend, we thought we would have a walk along a riverbank. Now, my friend, he had trousers, he had Wellingtons, because we were going along on the riverbank. I did not. I had heels, I had a skirt, and well, the ground was pretty hard, so I knew that we wouldn't get stuck. But he had Wellingtons, but I had a skirt. Now, we were all walking along the riverbank. We got over one electric fence. Now, I put my handbag down on the electric fence for him to cock his leg to get over. Well, then he got his stick to hold the wire down for me to get over. 13 electric fences. Everything was going fine, but we came to the 13th fence. My friend, he got over, he got his stick, he held the electric fence down. I cocked my leg over and the stick just fell off the electric fence. The electric fence went straight up between my legs and it hurt. And I mean it hurt. I'm going to mean it hurts. That electric fence, when it goes, it don't just go up, because he had it down and it slipped off. It went ding 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 with it going up and down, and when that was going up and down, it hurts. And he laughed. He walked all the way around. I don't know how far around the field, but he laughed. And I didn't think it was funny. No, not one little bit. Moving on. Something you wish you did with your dad. Me personally, my dad, he loved cricket. He used to go quite regular to Taunton cricket ground. Because I didn't like cricket, and I still don't like cricket, it's just that one bit that I wish now that I went with him just once to see a cricket match with me dad. Even sit down and have a beer watching cricket with me dad. That's the one thing I regret. I did not do it when my dad was alive. Yeah. Moving on. Do you think you could have been a better kid? I don't think I could. I had a very, very good upbringing. My parents was great. We used to do things together as a family. Went out places as a family. I was outside, I was playing. My mum and dad, when we were outside playing, they left us alone. Only time was when they called you because your dinner, your tea or whatever was near enough up. Then we used to go back out afterwards until it got dark, and then we used to come back in. I don't think I could have been a better kid than what I was. Yeah. Moving on. What do you notice first in a person? Well, I don't look for looks. I don't look for anything particular. The first thing that I always look is their dresses. And if a woman was wearing a dress, I am not looking at the actual woman, I am actually looking at the dress and thinking on the lines, that is a beautiful, lovely looking dress. My eyes just ping straight to the dress. And I've always had that feeling that I just want to get up, walk across and ask that woman, where did she get the dress? I never did, I never have, but it just gives me that, I want to get up, walk across, ask the woman, where did you get that dress? That's what I've noticed in a person. Dresses. Yeah. If my eye sees a beautiful dress, I just can't stop looking. Maybe one day a bloke will look up and say, why are you looking at my wife the way that you are? And I would have to look up and say, I'm sorry, but I'm not looking at her, I'm looking at the dress. Yeah. Moving on to number 5 and last. Best night out you ever had. Oh, I've had quite a few great nights, but the most memorable night that I've ever had was when I was doing taxis. I had to go pick up a barman from a pub, and I had to pick up another 3 of his mates. Now, when I picked up 3 of his mates, as a taxi driver, their destination was Cardiff, over in Wales, Cardiff. I did not know what I was letting myself in for. I thought I'd take them to their destination and I'd be sitting in the car until they actually come out. How wrong I was. Now, this pub that they went into, and I went in with them because they said, you ain't sitting in the car, you're coming in the pub with us. And I told them, I said, well, I can't drink. Well, you can drink Coke, you can drink soft drinks, you're coming in, you're not sitting in the car. And they bought me food, blah, 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 anyway. I walked in this pub, and it was an absolute shithole. I mean, it was a shithole. There was mirrors behind the bar, smashed. The bar itself, there was good chunks taken out of the bar. Go to toilet, toilets was near enough hanging off where people's been smashing them up. You name it, somebody's had a go at it. The actual paper on the walls was hanging off. The lights from the ceiling, they was dangling more than what they should have been. I thought, bloody hell, this is a shithole. And I said to the one, why are we in this place? You know, you wouldn't bring anybody here. And he said that that place up there in Cardiff was a person he knew years and years. And the pub was closing down. You had to pay for your drink, yes, you had to pay for your drink, but every time you paid for a drink, you had a hatchet and you had to whack as hard as you can to smash up the bar. So you had a hatchet. So if you had a drink, straight down with a hatchet to see if you could knock a piece off. There were bits and pieces all over the floor. And they had a singer. She was only a midget. She was not a youngster, she was middle-aged, but she was a midget. and by golly, she could sing. And as she was singing, she was going around people who were sitting down in chairs and sitting on their laps where she was singing. And she sat on my lap and singing, and then she got off and sat on somebody else's. But that, even though the pub was an absolute shithole, that was an absolutely awesome night. And to round it all off, I had all my drinks paid for, I had a meal paid for, and I had £30 tip. Bloody good night, I can remember. Anyway, for the ones that I'm tagging for this week, if you don't already know, as follows. The World of Danny J. Bernie, DC. The Hat Man. Dave Nicholson, Axmoose. The legend, our king, our very own Dork. Liam Tick. And Stevie. As per usual, you do not need to do this tag if you don't want to. Anybody else would, then please feel free to do so. Thanks for watching. God bless. Take care.